Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I wanted to show a small solution or the experiment I can say that I built using the Microsoft Copilot Chat API, which is currently in a preview. And the goal of this video is not to build a production solution basically, okay, but to explore what kind of custom AI experiences that we as a developer can build on top of SharePoint. So I created a sample SPFx web part that allow user to browse customer documents, ask AI question directly about the selected file. Okay, so let's see how it works. To give a little bit of context, in many organization, SharePoint library stored a business document and basically tagged as a DMS. We can select document management system. For the specific use case, I can say like there are some kind of invoices, like contract documents we have, credit notes, financial reports we have. These documents are organized by customer or project. Okay. So for example, let's say if any of the finance person goes here, if they want to ask about some questions like which is the highest invoice amount for this specific customer, right? What is the total invoice value? Right. I'm not saying they don't have this data handy, but in some cases we don't have it the time we require. Okay. To find this answer, we usually what open we use a copilot, give those files as a context and we get the result from there. Or talking about the SharePoint out of the box capability, we can directly go into that library. Then we can go into that library, we can use this agent mode, we can ask the question and it will retrieve the result. Okay, so this also works. Now, why am I showing you the custom version? Like you can see here, the reason is in the out of the box version, you will see here that will work if you don't have any custom application built for your specific use cases, right? If you already have custom application build, then you don't want your user to navigate between out of the box and the custom interface, right? You have to use that kind of experience within your solution only because it is very helpful as point of user experience, plus it will not frustrate your user. Like for this use case you have to use the solution that you develop, and for the AI capability you have to use the SharePoint document library. Obviously this is not a good user experience at all. So what I built is here a simple document inventory. As you can see, this is a document library. Okay, here I have these dummy folders created for, assume these are the customer. For each customer, what I have is they have the contracts folder, and they have the contract notes. Then the second is we have the credit notes, and the third is invoices. Okay, all the data you see, all the names you see are dummy content that I've generated using AI. So the invoices will look like this. Okay, these are not real invoices. Okay, but to replicate data in the scenario, I generated using AI. Okay, every customer have the same kind of structures. And to replicate a custom solution, what I did, I built a simple SPFx web part that get the data from that SharePoint document library. As you can see, these are the breadcrumbs here. If I go to root level, I can see all the folders. Then if I click on the folders, I will navigate into that and so on and so on. Okay. That depends on how many levels you have. Okay. So just to, I just try to replicate that same interfaces in my custom solution. Now the interesting part is user can select here one or more documents to ask a question with, or they can directly ask a question to the complete library. Okay. So if I go on the root, if I ask something here, okay, so what it will do, it will check in the entire thing. Okay, because in Copilot Chat API, what we have is file context as well. If you don't specify the file that you want your Copilot to check into, it will search everywhere. Okay, and if you are not aware about what Microsoft 365 Copilot Chat API, I already made a dedicated video out of this and also build a sample solution so that you will get an idea how this is working, right? And how it is different, what kind of limitations we have currently, right? As you can see, this is still in preview and using in a production. solution is not recommended at all. So if you don't watch that video, I will share you the link in the description, or you will see the link in the top right corner as well. Coming back to the solution. So here, what kind of capability have we have? Let's say there is a customer called Contoso and there are the invoices. Okay. Now what I can do, I can just select one or two, three files. If I, let's say, select these three files, okay. If I click on Ask AI, it will ask and it will have that conversation for these files only. I give one option for select all file as well. If I click on Ask AI, I can ask the questions for these files only. Okay, now my Copilot is limited to these selected files only. All the things I'm saying here, right? Like the limited to context, all the things, it is about how you are sending data to the API. Okay, that I covered in the previous video. And I will definitely recommend you to watch that before. Okay, but if you are just here to see how the solution is built, that's completely fine. So you can see if I ask the question, here's the highest invoices by total and lowest invoice. Okay, and this is the kind of response we are getting. If you develop a solution, this is not the exact response you will get. I did some vibe coding, some npm libraries installation to have this response properly formatted. Okay, this kind of question I can ask. Then whatever question I'm asking for these documents only, and if they want to see a document, like they can just click on it, they can navigate here, right? And the same kind of thing we can ask here. If I go to SharePoint out of the box library, and let's say if I click on this agent, and if I hit this chat, so the one thing I notice, like whenever you open this SharePoint library and whatever the question you write here, it will check in this current location only, as far as I know, because I have not used this much. But yes, correct me if I'm wrong, right? But in the Copilot, we don't have the direct capability for it until now. Okay, so what I have to do, the reason why I selected this file, because I want this conversation to be specific for these files only and for this context, right? So that's why I selected this file. But if you ask in the out of the box chat, right? So you see all the files, I don't have to select anything. It is only limited to this specific library. Okay, so I hope this will improve in the future as well. Now coming to the custom solution again. So currently what I did, I asked for the selected file. So let me go in the root folder and I will ask here directly. Okay. So now what I did, I have not added any specific documents or folder here. Let me ask some question. So I did my question like this: which customer has the highest invoice value? How many dues are there for each one? So what I'm hoping is to get here is it will check all the document library. So here, as you can see, what it did is what is the highest and lowest in this file. Okay, not this one, this one, highest and lowest invoice value. So what we got, it didn't unable to identify the response. Okay, but the time I tried, it was able to get the exact response. Let's start a new conversation and let's see what kind of data we are getting. Let's ask here which customer has the highest invoice value. You see, I got the response. Okay, so maybe this is in a preview mode still, so it is not able to identify them properly. But see, based on invoices, I found total 84 invoices. So whatever the response we are getting here, it check in these 84 files. So I guess I have 10 to 12 file per each. So multiplied by, yes, okay. I guess that's the number of files. So the highest value is $13,000 for this customer called Contoso Limited. Status is paid. Invoice date is 21st. And what it do, it compares the other invoices as well. The second one is Alpine, then Adventure Work, then Contoso again. So the conclusion here, it automatically drawn by the response. So the response, it automatically drawn by the response. So the conclusion here, it automatically drawn by the response. So the conclusion here, it automatically drawn by the response. So the conclusion here, it automatically drawn by the response. So the conclusion here, it automatically drawn by the response. So the conclusion here, it automatically drawn by the response. So the conclusion here, it automatically drawn by the response. So the conclusion here, it automatically drawn by the response. So the conclusion here, it automatically drawn by the response. So the conclusion here, it automatically drawn by the response. So the conclusion here, it automatically drawn by the response. So the conclusion here, it automatically drawn by the response. So the conclusion here, it automatically drawn by the response. So the conclusion here, it automatically drawn by the response. So the conclusion here, it automatically drawn by the response. So the conclusion here, it automatically drawn by the response. So the conclusion here, it automatically drawn by the response. So the conclusion here, it automatically drawn by the response. So the conclusion here, it automa So the highest invoice value is recorded for the contoso, and the follow-up question we have like quick summary table for the invoices by customer. Okay, so if I just copy the here and put it like this, so let's see if we are getting the table response properly. Okay, so we got the table, then total invoice value is 66,000, number of invoices 8, 7, not printed had 2 invoices. Okay, so this kind of data is getting, right? So this is how we can have this kind of custom chat interface that uses the Copilot API for these kind of things, right? The main thing is like this is a very good solution. Like if you just want to focus on some specific context, like because it is not something like if your library has over thousands of file and if you go on the root level and you directly ask question, it will get some answer. It will not. I'm not sure, but if you want to get a very proper and I will not say accurate, but very specific answer, you have to narrow down your search, right? Like the context and everything, because if I directly put it here like get me the data of the contoso, okay, so here I'm not clearly instructing the Copilot, right, what kind of data I'm getting I want, right? But if I go to the specific folder, if I go to specific invoices, let's say, and what I have is I have this kind of financial data as well. Okay, so I will tell you what this file has. So in the contoso, see, so this file has like this data invoices. So this has over 150 rows, I guess. Yes, 150 rows with invoice number, and here we have the service name. All the price and everything is here. Now let's assume this kind of data you have, and you want to know like which are the pending invoices, like what are the totals and everything. You can ask the question to the specific file. Okay, so we can go here. I can select this one only and ask AI. Okay, this counter you see here are basically the number of file that I have selected. Ignore this previous conversation basically. Okay, so this is the UI bug that I have to fix. But yes, I can ask a question here like get me some pending invoices. If I click on send, so we are what we are expecting here to get all the pending data. If I go here and filter like payment status, okay, so we have a lot of data for pending. Okay, see. So 51 invoices are there in total. Let's see. You see, there are total count is saying 51. So I think data is pretty accurate, and it created a table basically. Okay, whatever the invoice number and everything we have, right? So these kind of things that can be very easily done through the Copilot and the AI, right? Even though Excel has its own Copilot, we can ask it here. Okay, but the question is why to build some kind of custom experiences, right? Some of you already might have that kind of question now. Okay, and see, SharePoint already has a Copilot and AI feature. Why we are building custom, correct? So because Copilot out of the box experiences are very great for general knowledge scenarios, but sometime company like organization needs an AI directly into the custom workflow or application, right? As I said in the beginning, if you already have the DMS setup, like custom DMS setup, okay, and custom solutions, you don't want your users to you go to the Copilot chat interface to have some kind of Q&A on their documents and go back to your application again, right? We don't want that user experience. To simplify this thing, we have these chat APIs and these developments. And this demo basically show how developers can build some kind of custom experiences which is specific to their business requirement and business workflow using the Copilot Chat API, right? So let's take an example. In this solution, user can navigate to the custom folders, that custom file. They can select the specific documents, add a context question directly to the workflow. Okay, so this is where custom development allows us to embed AI directly into the existing processes. Like And the user interface you see here, this is custom developed using HTML, CSS, okay? And you can write the follow-up question proper way, like whatever file I am selecting, I am showing it here as well, because I don't want your user to close this panel to see the selected file. They can directly click and see that file, okay? So this kind of flexibility we have when we go with the custom development, okay? And the main thing is, this solution is not meant to replace the built-in Copilot feature. Obviously, if Microsoft updates that, we don't have to manually go and somewhere and click on update so that it will update the experience here. Okay. But in the custom one, we might have to tweak some code, right? Changes in the code to get that the latest updates. Okay. So building Copilot experiences are very great for the general knowledge, but custom development allow us to embed AI directly into the business workflows and the application. Okay, that's the goal of this video, and I wanted to show you the capability what can be done using this chat API. Currently, this is in preview at the time of this recording the video, but in future it will get live in the general availability, and we can already think what kind of experiences that we can build, right? So if you have any suggestion in this, like if you also have an idea that this process can be implemented or not, just let me know in the comment. I can definitely try it out. So for this use cases, basically what I did is to go on the chat GPT only and give my idea about this. Like this is a chat API and what kind of application we can build as part of the POC. Okay. So it gives me this. But yes, if you do have some other use case that you want to validate, just definitely let me know in comments and I'll be happy to try it out. Thank you so much.